Hello everybody, welcome to our look at Pacific Drive. This is an indie game that came out in early 2024, and I think it was overlooked by some people. So I'm giving it a little look here, show you what it's all about. This is by Ironwood Studios, which is their debut game, and I think it's pretty good, so I think we should keep an eye out on this studio for what they do in the future. Basically, this game takes place in the Zone. It's a exclusion zone in the Pacific Northwest. It's kind of like the Chernobyl area in games like Stalker. And there's just a lot of weird stuff going on here. And you're driving around in your kitted out station wagon, and there's a lot of repairing, there's a lot of resource gathering, there's a lot of crafting, and you're just trying to get out of the zone. And you have to, in order to do that, you need to upgrade your car with all this crazy armor and satellite dishes and upgrades and things like that. So I just came back from a pretty rough journey, so we can see over here that my car could use some little TLC. Not too bad, but we could use a little bit. So we're gonna repair the car here. The first thing I'm gonna do is actually come over to our workbench here and craft some stuff. We're gonna make a blowtorch that repairs our car pretty quick. We're gonna make a battery jumper. We're also gonna make a plasma charger. Plasma charger is more for next time. Oh, we couldn't carry that. That's fine. We'll make sure we grab that before we head out. Yeah, we're just gonna start repairing stuff on the car here. You can see that white bar is how much needs to be repaired on it. So some things are more beat up than others. Yeah, once you get used to this process, it goes pretty quick, and you can get back out on the road very quickly. The thing is all these repair items, they cost kind of a lot of resources. So that's what you're mainly going out and collecting. Things to build these blowtorches, build the other things that you need to repair your car, upgrading your car so it has better armor. All that takes resources. We're doing pretty good here. Let's check the monitor, make sure I didn't miss anything. No, it looks pretty good. I'm just gonna stick this back in our roof rack to use later. Now we're gonna see we're a little low on fuel and very low on battery, so we will refuel. Also got a secondary tank here. Now I used my can here, so we're gonna take that out, fill that up. There are opportunities while we're out on the road to repair and refuel, but you want to make sure when you're going out you've got as much as you can, so you don't have to rely on finding that kind of stuff. So that just recharged our battery. Didn't recharge it fully. Only got 66% battery. Wonder if it's damaged or something, the battery. It's our turbo light engine battery. Wonder why that's not. I don't think I've seen that before. We have a spare battery on here too. Lightning rod. Lightning rod's a way to charge your battery. Yeah, side battery. That seems fine. That's almost full. Could be a quirk. It says we've got a quirk here. this monitor here to see if we can figure this out. Battery is low. I don't know. These quirks can be a little quirky. The quirks are actually kind of one of the more interesting things in the game. You just pick up these things that cause your car to behave strangely, and I think this battery thing may be one of those. But oops, we gotta pick a destination first. So you come over the map here, and these are all different nodes you can go to. We're gonna go here. And we're going to basically, you start here and you gotta make your way up to, you know, any of these destinations, and you gotta hit these locations along the way if you want to say get to here. And there are many different hazards along the way, so we chose this one. And you can see that, you know, on the right here there are swift storms, there are anomalous clouds, there are fuel evaporation, which is not good. And you just kind of get an idea of what these icons and these things mean as you play the game. Some of them are pretty nebulous. You got to really dig in and really pay attention to what's happening when you're in these areas to understand, like, what does anomalous clouds actually mean. And then there are hazards in the areas that you got to deal with once we actually get there. I'm just going to double check. I'm going to put some of this. Oh, I got to clear out my inventory as well before we head out. Which we'll do that over here. All right. So the inventories, oops, that's the wrong button. The inventories looks like a backpack. And I gotta say, the inventory can be a little fiddly to deal with. It's probably the one of the least favorable parts of this game that I can find. The biggest complaint that I have is the inventory can be a little fiddly. So this is a very hands-on game. In order to start my car, I gotta turn the key. It's dark out, so I gotta turn my headlights on. It's raining, I'm gonna turn my windshield wipers on. I gotta put it in park, or drive rather. And actually it wasn't in drive, so there we go. And we're on. And a big part of the game is, when you're out on the road, conserving your gasoline and your battery power. So you're encouraged to, you know, turn the car off whenever you get out. Or if you're going to be out of the car for a long time, you should turn your car off because you want to save gasoline. So we're going to go to this G1, which is going to allow us to bypass this E7 on our way up to our D2. It's just going to save us a little bit of time. So this is going to be like a highway we're going to go through. It's pretty simple, straightforward road. And it's not raining any, whoops. Not raining anymore, so we don't need, what did I do? You can see how that stuff can get a little fiddly, but as we may seem like a little like silly right now, but once things start popping off and you need to make like quick decisions and make sure you actually hit the, you know, start your car instead of, you know, hit your windshield wipers, you can see how it can get kind of exciting to be like, oh, I gotta quickly, we just hit an anomaly there. I gotta quickly start the car and run before, you know, the radiation gets me or something like that. And hopefully we'll see a little bit of that once we get into some more dangerous areas. Ooh, we got a pretty good supply thing here. This is a fuel truck. Not that we really need that much gas, but when you get something like this early on, you really want to take advantage of it. Let's see. We probably got to pull up a little bit more here. Still might be too far away. Yeah, we are. I'll just say, if you're not into this kind of fiddliness, this probably isn't the game for you. Like I said, it does justify itself as it goes along, and it really makes for some exciting moments when it all works together. All right. Now let's check out this. Oh, this is a gas station. All right. So what do we need to open this? This. Yeah. So you get these tools along the way, and you'll learn you need, you know, a crowbar will open, you know, lock doors with padlocks. That's an impact hammer that'll smash things. Sometimes you gotta smash other objects to get certain resources. And yeah, the game's really all about resource collection. Some of these things, like this old TV, we can grind up, and then we got a vacuum, we can suck up all the parts. So even though this is, like, we got this bad storm going on, it's not really dangerous. Up in the top left, you can see there's like a radiation, that's where my health is, and there's a radiation indicator. The radiation is the thing that's really, really dangerous. You're kind of protected from it in the car, but if you're out of the car and you get stuck in heavy radiation, you're gonna die pretty quickly. So you just gotta watch out for that. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's not to say the storms can't be dangerous. The slip sliding around. And there are just upgrades for the car that you can get that make, like, driving on, you know, difficult terrain easier. Early on, driving off-road is very, very dangerous. You'll get stuck, but you can get off-road tires that'll make it a lot easier. And our goal here is to get to this gate here, which is going to bring us to the next area. Let's see, what do we got here? Alright, so this is an actual area. But for some reason my radio is turned on. Interesting. Alright, so we can take a look at the map here, and we can see these yellow nodes are things we actually want to collect. They fill our energy meter, which you can see on the right. Basically, you want to collect these energies to raise that bar up above the red line. Then once you do that, you then have enough energy to safely exit the zone with all of your resources. Otherwise, if you die in the zone, you're going to lose all of your resources that you gathered on that run. So we're going to start to collect some of this energy. Oh, the radio's up here. You can turn it on and off. Not sure why the radio turned on. That might be a quirk with the car. Radio randomly turns on. Those are the kinds of things that you know, that's a possible quirk. There are a lot of quirks. Oh boy. So this is an anomaly. It's coming straight at us. There are varying degrees of severity when it comes to nope, it got us. That's just an electric one. There's another one there. I'm gonna try to go around it. I really haven't come across any anomalies that are just like absolute destroy your car or anything like that, which is good. So we're gonna get out. We're gonna grab this thing. And that's gonna make the zone angry. But that's how we do. Sometimes the zone's gotta be angry. So that thing, you can see that brought the meter up a little bit. Now there's also a power station here, a recharge station that I want to hit while we're in the area. Looks like it's down here. Alright, that's going to charge us all the way up. Let's see if there's any resources that we can grab around here. Ooh, a clam. A dumpster pearl, rather. That's something we'll be able to investigate once we get back to the base. Stick that in there because it takes up a lot of room in your compartment in your backpack. All right, so that ball on the side, on the left side, shows the zone stability. As you spend time in a zone, that's going to start to bounce around and tell you, hey, you gotta get out because it's getting dangerous. I think I'm going to try and hit one of these other nodes, these anchors as they call them. I don't know what that alarm was. The more you take those anchors, the more unstable the zone is, your area is going to get. And when it pops off, it pops off. You'll get radiation pockets everywhere. You'll get way more anomalies trying to cause you grief. Let's see, where is this thing? There it is. We got park. If you don't put it in park, something's zapping on my car. I'm wondering what it is. See anything that's been electrified? Whoa! We got hit by that thing. Oops. Alright. Oh shit. Seems like another quirk. I definitely didn't put my car neutral, but yet it started rolling backwards. here's a little resource node we can grab here. All right, let's get out of here. 'Cause we're not in danger yet, but things can take a turn for the worse pretty quickly, and we're actually doing pretty good. The farther you go into the zone, way more dangerous things get. So these early areas are pretty easy to deal with. We're just gonna go off-roading. Might be a good idea, might be a bad idea. I'm feeling pretty good about it though. Ooh. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Made it. All right, on to the next area. We go straight to our... No, we gotta take a... We either gotta go here, which I don't really want to because it's not very nice. Or we could go here and then up to our final destination. I think that's what I'm gonna do, just to play it on the safe side. I want to make sure I'm in a good condition once I get to that final level, so I can show you guys some of the crazier stuff that can happen in this game. Oh boy. Dark. Glad I got that energy. Alright, so there's a couple of things going on here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to hit this, get some energy, and then if we're in a good condition, a good situation, once we get that, we'll maybe do a little bit more exploring. Actually, I'm gonna hit my... So you have a scanner here. This will show you points of interest. I'm actually gonna hit this fuel barrel up here. I see we're kind of not low on fuel, but we could use some. And man, is it dark. Let's take out our fuel from here. There is a little fuel can here, which is actually what I should have used because now I can't pump anything out of here. Well, that was my idiocy. I don't think... Maybe you can. There... I'm talking about a little bit of the fiddliness of the... oh, you can't pump it out of here. Alright. Alright, so refuel that a little bit. Okay, so I noticed that when I got in my car, it put the car in park. I mean, it took it out of park and put it into drive, which is a quirk I need to address. Man, there's anomalies all over the place. Anything else? Anything good out there? Ooh, that's those box trucks are pretty lucrative. This one's closer. You get a feel for these icons as you go along, like which ones are worth your time, which ones aren't. Yeah, so you look at all this. Whoa. Alright, this is gonna take a couple of trips back and forth. Get some more storage space in your trunk. Quickly move these things out of here. So these are, some of these things are like cosmetic. There are no like microtransactions in the game or anything, so it's just stuff you find in your travels. What did I drop? Torch. I'll put all this stuff in the trunk. I'm gonna put this big food in the truck too. We're not in any real danger here. Not yet, anyway. And we got some food in our inventory. See, when I totally put the car in park, and then when I got in, it went into drive or neutral. Started rolling around. That's kind of like how the quirks work. You gotta kind of play the game, notice things that are weird, and then when you get to back to the garage, you can use your computer to kind of figure out what the quirk is and what you need to repair it. Some of them are real weird. Like, you gotta really pay attention. I've had quirks where it's been like, hey, you got a quirk, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, I don't notice anything wrong. And then like some random moment you'll realize, oh, that's not acting right. Like when I'm hitting the gas pedal, the lights are going dim or something like that. Oh boy. I gotta get these guys off of here. Or like the windshield wipers will randomly turn on for no reason. Alright, we're gonna park here and go and get this thing. Whoa, what the hell was that? Why'd my door fall off? I'm sliding down this hill here. Where is this thing? Oh, jeez. It's kind of far away. Yeah, there's some creepy stuff out here. They do a good job with the atmosphere, especially the later areas. Like, it starts to get real severe. So I'm holding this thing, and as you can see up on the top left, I got 2.5K radiation. So the longer I hold it, the more damage I take. That's why you kind of want to be close to the anchors when you take them. Come on, get in. Get in. You know what, now that I'm thinking about it, we're just gonna get out of here. I don't like this the darkness of this area. Makes it a little difficult. Actually, let's... Yeah, I'm thinking about it, and I actually may have installed a modification that automatically puts my car into park when I sit in my car. Like a seat mod that does that. That may not be a quirk. We're taking, you know what? While we're here, let's do some repair before we go into that final zone. We may not have an opportunity to really take care of ourselves. Oh, we got a flat tire. Crap. Flat tire is one of those things you absolutely got to take care of as soon as possible. And there's a tool for that. Everything's got a tool. Let's see. That little pulsing diamond, if I wanted to, I could activate that and get out of here right now because I have enough energy to do that. But I want to show, you know, I want to show you guys that higher end area. Whoa. Oh boy.
Alright, I know y'all want me to get bedded, so we're going to do how to put your grabs in 60 seconds. Take your grabs. I know you got a headshot on that little guy. Jump in and out, take a shoot, drop that head right off.
What is this? I don't think I've ever seen this before. Conductive gold shell. So you can scan things, get a little bit of information on them. Considering how conductive the shell is, it might actually have gold in it. But how do I... Blocked, fix, none. It's conductive, maybe... Got... That's a jumper. Maybe that plasma thing. Did I make any of those? I don't see it. Oh, you can just pick it. All right. Oh boy. All right, so that is the zone telling me to get the F out. Which is what we're doing. So you can see that ball is now bouncing. Basically what'll happen is this area will start to get consumed by radiation. I don't know. Yeah, you can see this kind of like wall coming in. Oop. And once it gets to you, you know, stuff just gets crazy. Your car will just constantly get damaged. If you're out of your car, you're going to take a lot of damage. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, the circle in a battle royale game. It's just you don't want to be in there. And that'll oh Jesus, that was not good. And you know that alarm kind of gives you a warning. It says, hey, you probably want to get yourself out of here because it's gonna get dangerous. All right, now we'll go to this final area, which should be pretty interesting. Then we'll go back to the garage, and I'll show you some of the stuff that you can do at the garage. Okay, so we need a little bit of anchor energy to get through here, to get out of here, which is fine. Hope we get some cool things to find. I really like the swamp area. There's some interesting, not really anomalies necessarily, but interesting items to collect. Let's see. Yeah, let's grab. See, we're closer to this thing. We'll grab this first. These things are cool. You just kind of suck them up with your vacuum. Yeah, you can see how these areas start to get real cool looking. Stuff glowing everywhere. Oh my god, that acid, these acid spewing mothers. Oh, that's a... You can see that that's a zone of acid. I think it dissipates because it's getting shot out of that thing. I don't know how long that takes. Nah, screw it. Oh boy. Some salamander eggs. Oh boy, we're getting real beat up here. Oh crap, one of those guys. Oh, two of those guys. Shit. Those guys, they, oh crap, this is where the anchor is. It's over here. Whew. All right. We're good. We're good. Oh crap, hear that thing coming. Shh. So these guys, well, those ones are spitting acid at me. All right, we've got enough. So now we gotta get out of here. So we're gonna activate this thing. And this is where stuff pops off. Oh, we got a flat tire, which is not gonna do us any favors. Come on. That swampy mud really slows us down. In addition to the flat tire, we're now also in the yellow zone. So we're just going to be constantly taking damage to our car. And our goal is to get to this beam of light as a thing I activated. You can activate those based on your anchor energy that you've collected. So once you're in this yellow zone here, that danger zone, your car just starts acting weird all the time. What's happening? Did the car turn off? What happened? Did it run out of gas? This is not good. I'm probably gonna die. Yep, that's what happened. Oh boy. Now we're really in it. Come on. What is this big wheel? Oh boy, here we go. Oh, we made it. Holy crap. Whew. Oh. All right, so you can see how things can get a little out of hand quickly here.
Sightings out there, or any fresh Sasquatch prints? Keep your eye out. Let me know.
That's one of our friends that talks to us. So I've completed the game. So we don't have a whole lot of dialogue we're gonna get from them, but I feel like their voice acting was pretty good, and they were pretty good characters. You never see them or anything; you just hear them on the radio. They had some good back and forth dialogue that I liked. Yeah, that got a little intense there. We're gonna heal up first thing. Take care of yourself first. And oh boy, our car is a little worse for wear. And you know, the way you deal with all this is, you know, you grab your fuel, gas her up. We gotta grab our gas tank out of here. Gas her up. Now you see there is a gauge on this fuel that comes out of your gas pump here. I played quite a while, and that's where the gas gauge is at. So I think you can technically run out of fuel for here, and it's kind of like probably the way the game tells you, hey, you gotta move on, you better finish the game or you're gonna not be able to refuel your car. But I don't know if you can actually run out of fuel. Now we just kind of do some inventory management here and clear everything out. So this is your cosmetic area. Looks like an antenna. Dangly from your rearview mirror, different steering wheel, all that kind of stuff. I think right, so put that in there. You do kind of run out of storage space, I noticed. You can expand it as you go along, but it's not it does just you end up just throwing stuff in cabinets. Didn't I get I get this thing, which I am totally not sure what to do with this. We got this scrapper thing over here that we usually use for this kind of stuff, but it does not look like, I don't know. This might be a new item they added to the game since the last time I played. They do update the game pretty frequently, which is cool. I'll have to look into that. How to crack that egg. But we gotta repair a car up. So certain things, like, so this door is really beat up. What we're gonna do is we're gonna bring it over to this thing. We're gonna take this one out, put it on, pick this one up, put it in, and then the next time we go on a trip and come back, that door will be repaired for free. It's a lot better than, you know, wasting your blowtorches when you can just get free repairs. There's also this repair putty, which I think is hilarious. This is like the first repair tool you get. You just kind of slap this stuff on and it automatically repairs. Very satisfying early on to just watch the mud just kind of like seep in and repair your car. But yeah, everything's finite, so you know, we used up that blowtorch. We'll use this one to do a little bit more. Let's take a look at our monitor here. We gotta do this, and then we gotta repair a wheel with a patch kit. This one. That's a one-time use thing. This fuel tank is leaking. Sealing kit. Do we have another one? Yep, we do. Oh, we got 3 of them. There we go. That's a bad thing. You definitely gotta. If your fuel tank's leaking, you're gonna be in trouble. I think that's what happened when we were on the road there. and things started popping off. We had a leak in the tank, so it was getting reduced quicker. So this is cracked, so we need a sealing kit. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Wrong thing. Again, that's the inventory is kind of my biggest complaint about this game. There's my my shell. My pearl. Bring these things over here, grind them up, and you get a bunch of materials out of them. Yeah, man, this is just what you do. You just kind of fill your inventory up, clean up your car. We'll charge up the battery, which now it's going up to 100%, which is good. Not sure why it wasn't before. Now we got a quirk, but we really can't figure it out. We get these exclamation points so we know. We get a starting point, but then once you get to this, you gotta figure out like what's, you know, the car, it moves slow and what causes it. So like, is it when I activate an ability or deactivate an ability? I don't know. You just gotta kind of play the game and notice when these things are happening. You can spend energy, that anchor energy, to investigate. So we'll do that now. So car moves slow when you activate an ability, maybe? And then you submit a diagnosis. No, maybe not. Nope, see? And I don't understand why there was an exclamation point there when that should have... Oh, I got radio. See, there's so many different things you can try. Wipers toggle, switches on, switches off, moves fast, moves slow, wobbles, gets stuck. And yeah, you can take the car out of the garage here and drive it around out back and test some of these things out. We're not going to do that now because that's just kind of tedious to figure out these quirks and try and repair them. Honestly, on that run, I didn't really notice anything weird happening, so it's probably not that serious of a quirk. But there are definitely some crazy quirks that you get that are like, this makes the game like almost unplayable because like you're turning the radio on and the car is going in reverse, like the controls are backwards or something like that. So those things are obvious and you need to get them repaired. But sometimes you just are quirky and you don't have to fix yourself. You can just be quirky. It's okay. This is an upgrade area where you use that energy that you got out of those anchors that I was picking up to unlock new things with your car. This is where you can get like better wheels so you can go off-road better. You can get you know, better armor so your car is a little bit more resilient, better lights so you can see better in the dark. which is pretty cool. I've unlocked quite a few of those. There's a kick button. Apparently you can't do it right now. It's okay. Oh, this is where the plasma charger was. I forgot that I had left it there because I couldn't fit it in my inventory. Plasma charger will recharge your battery real quick. It's faster and better than one of these jump kits. But yeah, that's the game. Yeah, there is more to it. Can't cover everything here because this video is getting kind of long. But yeah, then your goal here is to go from here all the way up to somewhere up here, one of these areas, and escape. So you can imagine how difficult it can be to prepare for a trip to go all the way from the bottom corner here all the way up to the top. Very dangerous, lots of things you're gonna have to contend with. But you just, you craft your stuff, you craft your items, which is what you're doing in the zone, is collecting crafting supplies. You can only craft here. You can't craft out in the field, but you can find things like repair kits and tools out in the field that have already been made. Usually they're a little bit worn out when you find them, but that can help you in a pinch. If like you need a vacuum and your vacuum wore out, maybe you'll find one out in the field somewhere, and that'll help you out for a short amount of time. But otherwise you have to come prepared, which is why you have all of this like roof rack storage where I've got all these repair things and backup vacuums and health kits and stuff like that, because you're gonna need it. It gets real tough out there. That was like what you saw there was like kind of like a midway point. It gets way worse after that. It's dark, it's rainy, it's the zone closes in faster. It's all pretty rough. It's exciting. It's a little bit slow moving at first, but then once you get into those crazy zones where stuff starts popping off, it gets very exciting. And that's where the fiddliness of getting in and out of the car and making sure you're in drive and the car's started, that's where it starts to get really anxious. You're like, oh my god, I gotta turn the car on, and I gotta put it in park, and I gotta put it in drive, and I gotta get out real quick and repair my wheel because I'm sliding all over the place, but it's dangerous. And that's where the game really hit for me. I'm not a big roguelike fan. Some roguelikes, they just don't do it for me. This one did. It's not a very severe roguelike. It's not like you die and you start over completely from scratch. So there's quite a lot of carryover. You just lose your run, you lose your supplies. Oh, let's check out this guy, see what he has for me. And it's generous in this respect where this thing will give you resources that you may need to, like if you need a very specific resource, like it just gave me repair putty, which is that stuff you slap on the car and it repairs your car. So if you don't have the resources to do that, to make that, you still have an opportunity to repair your car because this dumpster will just spit it out for you. So it's generous in that respect, but then it can get tough when you're ill prepared out on the road. So yeah, I think it's a really great game. Like I said, first game from this developer. I'm really excited to see what they do in the future. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and stay tuned for more.